Hi guys, how you doing today? I'm Nancy from Runner Girl Designs. If you don't see this live button, you know what to do. Comment #replay so I can welcome you. Say hello and let me know where you're watching from. Above me right there. We made a map last night and I'm going to be marking where everybody's from. So feel free to tell me where you're watching from. I've got this tray. Got it at the Dollar Tree, and it's plastic. So what I'm going to do is rough it up a little bit with some sandpaper. All right, we're going to just, because I'm going to paint it. And this will just help my paint adhere a little bit. I always get a little nervous when I'm going to chalk on a project and I'm painting on plastic. I'm always a little nervous it's going to pull up. It's never happened. But if you, I am using a very gritty sandpaper. If you give it a little sand, it gives the paint a little more something to stick to. So that's what I'm doing. Hope you guys had a good Thursday. Restocks today, you guys. Restocks. I feel like we haven't had things restock in a while. So the transfer we're going to use tonight is restocked. Also, there's some items that have unpaused. So there are previous summertime transfers that have unpaused. The keyword tonight is surf. So if you want the product list, you're just going to go ahead and comment surf. Let's say who's here. Hi, Colleen. Hello. How are you? You're New Jersey. I got to put you down. Dawn, hello. Oh, you got me live, Dawn. Good evening, Denise and Shirley and Rochelle. Hello, everyone, all my friends. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. South Carolina. I remember, Shirley. I remember. Hi, Eva. Hi, Kathy Durbin. Hicks. Yeah, so I was just saying, we made a map last night, and we used the United States map. You can kind of see it above my head, but it's on a cork board, and what we're doing is keeping track of where everybody's from. So we did a little bit last night, and we're going to do some more as it goes. Did you cut your hair? I did get a haircut. Was it last week? Last Tuesday. Now, I wear my hair up a lot, so it's hard to tell. But yes, I got it cut, and it was a new person cut my hair. And she literally, guys, cut my hair in like 5 minutes. And I was a little worried because I have a lot of curly hair. Hi, Debbie Miller. Hi, Judy. And my friend recommended her, or I'd asked, and she'd recommended. And I said, "Are you done?" And she's like, "Yeah, do you want me to take longer?" So I was nervous. I wore it up, a lot last week, and then I straightened it, and it looked good straight. Which my hair, if you cut it one way, it'll look good straight, but doesn't always look good curly. So then, yeah, I just tested it out, and I'm pretty happy with it. She was awesome. So, yeah. Probably didn't notice because you just see the front anyway, but she cut only like 3 inches off, but it feels like more to me because I'm used to really long hair, really long. All right, so I'm just painting up this tray. I am using Waverly in the color plaster. I put it in this little plastic. It's almost like a, what are these called? Like, not dessert. Condiment cups. That's what I'm talking about. Well, thanks, guys. And Dawn said, yes, tonight when I watched the replay from last night, I was so happy you remembered I lived in New York. Aw, well, I try. I do try. So what I'm going to do is put 2 like thin coats. I think we'll get better coverage that way. Sometimes I kind of rush and I put on too much. Hi, Juanita Hooker. How are you? How are you guys? Can you hear Lucy walking around? So I called the vet for Lucy because she's been having some issues. And the vet was like, so how's she doing, this old girl? Hi, Maud. I said, I think she might be the world's oldest Great Dane. And he said, yeah, she might be. Anyway, he recommended some Pepsid AC for her. So we'll see. It didn't help yesterday, but we'll see if it helps her. You're supposed to give her 2 a day. I don't know. We'll see after a few days if it helps. Otherwise, we may have to go to some prescription stuff. We'll see. We're helping her. Trying to give her a good quality of life. All right, I got a really nice coat on here. If you're just getting here, we are painting up this tray that I got from the Dollar Tree. And we're going to use one of our new restocking transfers. No, Maud, I'm still using Waverly in the color plaster. You could use chalk paste. I mean, that would be fine. But my Waverly jar was getting very low, and it was hard to get it from the bottom, so I just let it drip into one of these little condiment cups. But I got to get some more this weekend. Well, you know what, Rochelle? She's lived a very long and happy life. So it's sad, but she's a sweet old thing. But we'll see. I don't know. Just, it's not an easy time for her and for me. It's not easy to make decisions about what's a good quality of life for her. And it's just, I don't like it. So we're doing the best we can for her. We'll see. She's still eating, drinking, sleeping. She is 12. Well, let's see. We rescued her and she was already grown. And the vet said at that time that she was about 2. So we thought she was about the same age as my Border Collie, 2011. That would make her 12. So if she was 1, she's 11. I know, it's so hard. So she's either 11 or 12. And that's pretty old. They're like 7 to 9. Yeah, I know. She will. My thing is I don't want her to be in any discomfort or any pain. But I also don't like playing God. Does that make sense, you guys? I don't like that. So last night, when I was up in the night again with her, and I couldn't get back to sleep because I was sad, I just prayed about it and said, you know, your will be done and we'll see what happens. I was able to sleep because I know God's got her, so it's just tough. I don't like it. All right, so I got it. That's pretty good. That's about the best single coat I've gotten. It's got covered pretty well. All right, that's good. All right, I'm going to do another like really thin coat of this Waverly plaster. I think that will be good. We'll give it a light sanding. So I know that's not happy news, but school will be done. Thanks, Juanita. School will be done for me next Friday. Next Friday. So we have 5 more regular-ish. It's not really very regular right now, but regular school days. And then Friday is their graduation, and I just have to be there for the graduation, which is in the morning. So then it's going to be a nice summer, and we'll hang out, Loose Dog and I. Oh, I am very excited. You guys have no idea how excited I am. Oh, I almost put my paint on my... When I had to put my shepherd down, he told me it was time. Well, I hope that we just know the... I mean, we will, and we will. We've had beagles, and that, you know... Honestly, we had beagles. She's lived longer than our beagles. Is that crazy? It is crazy. Am I going to have enough paint for crafting until I get to the store? I may have to do things in other colors just so I have enough paint. All right, now I did that nice, beautiful coat, and then this coat is like lumpy, and I don't know why. And I even dried it really well. Yes, we're excited. The kids are not excited. Most of them do not want to be done with school, which is very sweet. They don't want to leave. So at our school, kindergarten is as old as we go. So they're leaving our school. So it's not like, you know, that's a little bit hard for them. And I told them they could visit anytime. This is really annoying me. Aw, thanks, Juanita. So who won the contest? Oh, Colleen, we said that yesterday. I did wash it, though it's dirty again. But 8 was the number. I haven't gone back to look, but anyone that mentioned it hasn't said they were 8 yet. I didn't go back and see it. This is really annoying me. Why is it doing this? Help! I'm getting lumpy paint, which I don't like. Let's dry it and sand it, I guess. And maybe it is. Maybe a little they love me, a little that they're nervous. You know, it's a combination of things. Hi, Cody. When I taught, I always look forward to summer, but and this summer's gonna go by super fast, you guys. Because I have so much planned this summer. Yes, we are going to Yosemite. Let's see, we spent every Easter there. Oh, that's nice. I've not been. We took our family to Yellowstone when they were younger. Like Joe was, I think like 14 and Caitlin was 12. And they complained and they didn't want to go and there's not going to be phone service and blah, blah, blah. And then we went and they said it was the best trip they ever had. So I think Yosemite's going to be the same. Somebody said, I don't know why my paint turned out like this. Is Yosemite closed right now for flooding? Somebody said it on on my live the other day. Does anybody know that? I don't even have time to watch the news, so I have no idea. Oh, hi, Joanne. How are you? Greenville, Mississippi. I will put you down. I'm going to have to sand this like you wouldn't believe. Thanks for the hearts. You guys are sweet. Caitlin is so excited, you guys. So many good things are happening for her. So many cool things. We're so excited. Oh, really? Does that happen a lot? You better check. I mean, we have reservations, but... Hi, Jeannie. How are you? My paint did not go on good, you guys. Wow. What in the world? Maybe it's just too thick. Yes, Juanita, I am going to help her move. We both are. But since I'm off in the summer, I might do a lot of the driving and my husband might fly up there. We'll see. We will see. She's going to probably have to go up early and like she needs to go up to sign her contract. Hi, Barbara Elliott. Yes, she's very excited. She's doing all this adult stuff, getting all her doctor's appointments made and all those kinds of things. I sent her all the numbers she needed. I mean, she's been grown for a long time, and very responsible, but I kind of had those things tucked away. She is going to near Seattle, a suburb of Seattle, Washington. So that's what she's doing. I am so unhappy with the way this turned out. I need to do some sanding, you guys. Yes, super fun doctor's appointments. But she wants to... What in the world? Oh, this had stuff on it. Hang on. Oh, that one's rough too. Let me get a new one. Hang on. Let me get a new sanding pad. Here's 400. I just got black all over it, but that's okay. We're going to fix it. I have friends and family live. Oh, okay. Yes, we do too. Thanks, Florine. We actually do too. We have friends that live in Battleground, which is, I mean, not right next to Seattle. It's like a couple hours, but so Joe is in Eugene, so he's going to be a couple hours south of our friends. And then Caitlin is going to be in, the city's called Renton, which is going to be a couple hours north of there. So it's all good. My paint got like clumpy and I don't know. I'm just unhappy. So I am sanding it down, definitely where it's clumpy. I mean, it was dry, but I don't even know. I don't even know, you guys. Don't know. Maybe I need to water it down a little bit. What do you think? What do you think? Have you had this happen before? I was so excited this transfer was available, and then I'm like, what am I gonna do? I want to show it. I have a couple other ideas for it, but this one just popped in my head. But now So a tip, you could get chalk spray paint, and that would go on a lot smoother. Let's just see. I don't know. Don't know. At first coat went on great. I thought it was very dry. Let's just see. Hi, Tammy. Oh, well, it might or it might not. Got on light. What is that dish? It's a Dollar Tree. It's a Dollar Tree plastic tray. I don't know what else to call it. So I'm gonna just brush on, especially over where I sanded down to the bone. I mean, the first layer stuck like crazy. This layer is... It's okay. Let's just get it on. We'll get it another little sand, and we'll wax it. Well, I gotta add something else to it anyway, so. I don't know. It's gonna be textury, which I wasn't looking for. If you're happy with paint, I put Mod... If you're happy with paint, I put Mod Podge on it. Oh yeah, as a protective layer, you could do that. You could definitely do that. That's not the problem. Well, I mean, it might be a problem. This might be a night of problems. We'll see. Maybe not. We'll see. Hopefully it's not. All right, we're going to move on to a new color is what we're going to do. Let's dry it. Oh, unhappy. Yes. The Mod Podge is not going to make this look better, though, I don't think. We'll see. Let's just get this dry, and then I'll show you what we're going to do next. We're moving on. How are you guys? Roxanne, you're on the live. Welcome. You are not on the replay. You are catching me live, lady. How are you? So like I was saying earlier, there are restocks happen today. The transfer we're using today finally restocked. It was sold out like this the first time it came out. I didn't even get to do it. I think it was sold out before my stuff came. So, I don't know. We're going to dry the heck out of it. Hi, Donna. How are you? Now I'm hot because I have to use this tool so much. I should have went with the chippy look because that's how it looks. Or the crackle. I'm going to have to Google why that happened. Because that bugs me when I mean, I think I did everything right, but I mean, who knows? All right, I'm just going to sand it a little bit more. Just to smooth this out a little bit. I'm going to just switch it up. Should I put this rough one on here? I don't know. Here, let's turn this around. So what we're going to do now is add some stripes. Okay? So I'm going for this is going to be like a surfboard. So that's what I was thinking when I decided to do this project. So we'll see how it turns out. We will see. I just got to get some tape in case I run out. Okay. So we're going to put a stripe right down the center. And a tip somebody gave me the other day. Who was that? That said, fuzz your tape. Somebody said it. Because this tape was super sticky from what I remember. So we're going to do that. We're going to fuzz it just so it's not too sticky. Just like we do our transfers. If that was you, thank you for that tip. Okay, so I think we're going to call the center here. So what I'm going to do first is make a skinny stripe right down the middle. And hope my tape doesn't peel up my paint. And we're going to use our paste for this. I was really just using the white as like a primer kind of a deal. So that's sometimes what I use my chalk paint. But if you have primer, you could use that too. How are you, Deborah Boyd Minor? All right, so we're going to make a skinny-ish stripe right here in the middle. All right, and hopefully this is basically in the center. I made a little diagram, so I'm sort of following that. And then we're going to use we're going to use these two colors tonight, okay? So we're going to use Sunny Side, which is our yellow. Good, Deborah. And Tide. I'm very excited to use Tide tonight. So we're going to get this for that. We're going to get this for the Tide. Okay. So we're going to do our, I believe it was Jennifer. Was it Jennifer? Jennifer Landry or Dryling? I don't remember. For some reason, I thought it was Barbara. Barbara, it wasn't you? Who knows? Whoever said it, good idea. You're probably right, Rochelle. I look at the comments so quick that I'm not going to be able to commit to memory who says what all the time. I think this is going to be dark enough in one coat. I think I'm just going to do one coat. So we're doing a stripe right down the middle, I hope. All right. So let's peel that up slowly. Let's hope all my all my white doesn't come up. I suppose some of it could come up. And then I want, oh yeah, okay. And then what we're gonna do, okay, so we just have this stripe down the middle. And then we're gonna set this brush aside. We're gonna dry this. Now what's good about, who knows? Maud's gotta go. Maud, supper's ready. All right, bye Maud. Happy eating. Yes, Jennifer Dryling. Maybe she did say that. Okay, well Jennifer, if you catch the replay, thank you, because that worked. So what I was saying is when you're painting with the paste, what's cool about it is it does dry really quick. So it doesn't take a lot of time to fuss around with it. You know what, Rochelle? I'm going to go with your memory over mine. That's what we're going to do. Okay, so again, I got my fuzz cloth on my lap here. I'm going to make a bigger stripe here, I think. There and there. Ish. Let's see. We'll do it from... How much space do I want in between here? Oh, you know what I should do is use the fat tape. And that will be my space. Okay, so this tape is bigger. I don't know if it's 2 inches or 1.5. I think it's 1.5. And I am just adding some fuzz to it so I don't pull it. Not a lot though, because it's not really terribly sticky. And usually I don't have problems with painter's tape, but was it that live that I did? I can't remember. And because we're having paint issues, we're going to be extra careful. Is this going to work? Is this too much room? We're going to say it's the right amount of room. So I'm lining the tape up with this side, but then what I'm really going to do is paint the other side. But this is just my spacer here. That way when I do it on the other side, it will be the same-ish. Okay, and then I'm going to use one of the pieces that we already used. Am I? No, I'm not. I'm going to use this that I already fuzzed. And we're going to paint like a wider teal color. Okay, I'm older than you, so good luck to us. Rochelle, you're not kidding. I have memory issues. That is for sure. Okay, so we're going to go across like this. And I'm thinking that's going to be, oops, that's going to be a little crooked. So let's do that. Okay, because my tray kind of goes down like this, so you want to make sure that's going to be even. And then we're going to paint in here using Tide. Okay. So my Tide is brand new, guys, so it is creamy. Look at that, how pretty that is. Ooh, I like it. And I think I'm going to like it with this yellow. This is just a fun idea. This isn't like probably the most beautiful thing I've ever made, but I thought this was a fun craft project. And sometimes we just need something bright and fun, right? Turn something into something else kind of a deal. Honestly, this chalk paste is going on a lot smoother than the paint. I should have just maybe done this. All right. I am going to dry it before I pull it up because it's very pigmented. I don't know if it's going to cover in one coat. So I'm going to dry it and then we might give it a second coat before I pull it up. Just to be sure, because I have some thin spots I can see already. I just got that color. Me too. It just came, this, you know what? This is the first time I've gotten Tide in forever. Because what I've been using is I've been mixing colors to make like this, not this exact color, but something similar to it. And I thought, just buy it, Nancy. Especially since the paste, guys, is buy 3, get 1 free. That's what made me buy it. I don't know why. I thought, oh, I need that. You can always, look, here's the other thing. The paste is going to last a while in the jars. So, even if you don't think you need a bunch of colors, go ahead and get like black, white, get 2 black and white, or get black, white, and a storm. And then you have like all your neutrals, and they're going to be good in those jars for a while. So while they're having the paste deal is what you should, that's when you should stock up. Because chalk does not do this so often. So I've been doing this for, well, it was a year February, so a little over a year. Last year they did 1 paste deal in July that I remember. That's the only one I remember for the whole year. And it was a different one than they're doing now. So, like I said, if it's a color you use, that's what I would do, is just stock up on that. Because you're going to get it so much cheaper that way. All right, so we're just pulling up our, ooh, I like this. I like this so much. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing over here. We're going to let this dry, okay? Oh, thanks, Jeannie. Thanks, Rochelle. Sorry, I missed your comments a minute ago while I was jabbering. Okay, so now what we're going to do is take this same spacer, and I'm going to line it up on the other side of the yellow line. Yeah, I thought it was a good surf-ish board shape. It's not perfect, but it's close. It's very close. All right, let me get this straight. And I just didn't want to fuss with more painter's tape, so I used the same one. All right, and I may regret it. We'll see. My fingers are full of it now. Hi, Debbie from West Virginia. How are you? Welcome. We're making a surfboard out of a Dollar Tree plate here. Let me close the door real quick. So Jace was at the gym, and I had the door open, and probably you saw Lucy take off. So now she's kicked out. She leaves, she's out. Okay, so now we're gonna put Tide on this side. But the only thing is now I have to eyeball how big this is. All right, well, I know how far away it's going to be, but is it going to be the same size? Okay, let's see. I think about here. Is it? Well, no way. Let me see. Let me flip this around here. Let me see. Maybe it's just not in the center, or I think it's more like that. It's hard to tell. Okay. We're going to say this is close. It is definitely close. Close enough. How about that? All right, let me get my painter's tape down. All right, let's paint this now. Hi, Carmen. How are you? How are you doing today? I should put a little more hairspray in my hair because it's kind of fallen now. Okay, that's a little wonky. Okay, here we go. We'll see if we need 2 coats or 1 coat. I think probably 2. If we did 2 over there, we're gonna have to do 2 over here. I'm thinking maybe my paint is just so thick that that's why it clumped like that. Usually that happens when it's not dry and you try to paint over it. But it was very dry, you guys. I mean, I thought. All right, so we got 1 coat. Let's get it dry. Oh my goodness, his hair now is all over the place. So guys, this month, club members, when your cart hits 75, you're gonna get a free paste carrying case. And that goes with our paste craze for this month. Happy to be here, relaxing my mind. Oh, good, Carmen. I get it. My brain is fried when school's done, so I get a little bit of time to do that before I come live with you guys. I get it. And the saucy color is gone, you guys. And this time I didn't get extra. Usually I buy extra. And I didn't. Maybe regretting that. Okay. So who knows what the next color, what color shade do you think will be next color of the month? Or what do you hope it is? I keep hoping for navy blue. That's my hope, is for like a navy blue color. So we had the bright pink in February, right? And then March was Academia, which is like a deeper color of Tide, essentially. So if you missed Academia, Tide is going to be your next best choice. And then this month we have this rusty color, rusty red. So I don't know. I think we're due for a blue is really what I think. All right, let's pull this up. What do you think? Or what are you hoping for anyway? I'm hoping for a blue, personally. Like a blue. Like a go blue. All right, let's get this dry and then we're gonna do our, what do you guys think? You like these colors so far? We're gonna add some more yellow, but I gotta get my green dry. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. Maybe a real true gray would be good too. Navy would be good for summer, yep. Even like not a grayish, but like more of a blackish gray color would be good. Though I don't know if they'll do that for summer. I'm thinking blue or another purple. Ooh, maybe. That would be good. Pale yellow. Ooh, yes, like lighter than this, right? That would be really pretty. Hi, Debbie Bailey. Hi, Paula. How are you guys? We're just having fun making a surfboard. Okay, so I'm just going to add 2 more stripes, okay? I want to add one to the outside of here and the one to the outside of here. So let's get those set up. I guess I can reuse this one. Let's set this up. I'm thinking if I reuse it, then it won't pull this paste up. So this stripe is going to go right up against, in theory, this tied stripe. If I can do it. I could maybe do it by hand, but I don't know that I trust it. And by it, I mean me. So I'm going to go ahead and line this tied with this piece of tape and get real close to the edge. I'd almost rather see a little bit of the tide than to have a space. Okay, so I'm going to do one over here also. And I really only want to reuse this because I don't want to pull it. I know I've used it a few times and I don't want to pull up my paste that I just put down. So I have a feeling this is going to be safe. Though, am I going to mix up I better dry it. Because now I'm thinking when I put my yellow on here, it might blend. We'll see. We'll be very, oh no, this edge. Very careful. Okay, then we're going to take our yellow tape and make a skinny stripe going this way. Sorry, I'm looking down here and not seeing your comments, but I will go back and look at them, I promise. This is how the end of the school year is going. Let me tell you this story. This is where the kids are right now. It was not good. Wasn't my student, but we're in the hallway and there's a transition period after school. Some of them have like enrichment classes after school. And so they have to wait in the hallway for their teacher to pick them up, blah, blah, blah. And they were so loud. And as I'm walking by, I'm like, guys, I'm doing good too, Paula. Yeah, lilac would be cool. Oh, that would be pretty. Okay. I'm like, guys, I said, you need to be quiet in the hallway. And one of the students looked at me in the sassiest way possible and said, you need to be quiet in the hallway. I was like mid-stride and I had my sunglasses on. I stopped, took off my sunglasses and gave him the eyes. And I said, you will not speak to me or any teacher for that matter in that way. And he was like, okay. I was like, no. It's the end of the school year, but no, no, no. How old was he? 6. A little sassy for 6, in my opinion. Again, not my student. It's okay. He doesn't know me that well. He knows me enough. I'm in class, but not in my main class. He's just getting a little big for his britches. That's all. That's all. All right, let's put some... Yeah, I was like, no, sir. I think he was trying to be funny, and it didn't really come off funny to me. So he was like, oh, shoot. Anyway, let's get our yellow painted. I might have had a little bleeding right there, but we're not going to worry about it. It was a little bit sassy. Again, not the end of the world, but no, we don't talk to Miss Augustine like that. We definitely do not. We definitely do not. Anyway, that's how the end of the year is going. They're done, we're all done. We're all very done. I might go over this yellow one more time. All right, and then we're going to get our transfer. After this, we're going to do a little sanding and a little chalking. How's that? This is just a night of playing around here. Well, I put all those away, and what if I had a bleeding? All right, this worked out. Oop, did I pull up my... Okay, very tiny bit pulled up, just so tiny. Guys, there's so many different designs you could do with this. Yes, 5 more days. I know. Yes, we have to survive 5 more days. But if you just go to, I mean, I went to Pinterest and I typed in surfboards. Oh, and I just got paste right there where I didn't want it. And I just found a design I liked, and I'm just sort of, kind of copying it. Sort of. My daughter has the SED class. She gets, oh no, that's not good. I don't know what SED is. I don't know what that stands for. I may have to put a little tiny touch up right here. I got a little bit of, I got a baby wipe. We're just seeing if I can wipe it off. We'll see. Special ed. Oh, Caitlin calls it sped. So I wasn't sure if it was special ed or not. Yeah, she gets that too. She's had that too. She gets it too. Okay, here's where we are. What do you guys think? You like that? Very kind of plain, just sort of, I don't know, simple, I guess is what I want to say. You like that? Those colors? You like them? No, he definitely would have got a big head if he thought he got away with talking to you. Yeah, no, he knows better. He definitely knows better. But he had a momentary lapse of judgment, and it was corrected. So it's all good. He's a good kid. It was just not a good moment. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the hearts. All right, so I'm going to lightly sand, and then we're going to add some wax. And this is a 400. I mean, only because it was quick to grab. Okay, let me double check everything's dry. You want to make sure this is super dry before you do any sanding. And really, we're going to be chalking mainly in the middle. Right? I'm thinking so, right? Thanks, Dawn. All right. Let's make sure we don't need any trouble. All right, so I think we need about that much. It's most, oh, I hope it doesn't go on the, all right, well, we're gonna do a little sanding anyway. Just lightly, I'm gonna lightly do the yellow line. I don't really want to sand the green, but I might have to. I am definitely going to wax. And I'm only going to sand. Now, here's the thing. You can use your sanding to hide any imperfections. So if your lines, you get a little bleeding or something like that, you could definitely sand the lines. But I'm worried I'm going to get, I'm not going to go too much on the green. Just a little tiny bit. Okay. And then I'm going to take my paper towel, just a dry paper towel, get all the sanding dust off. And we're going to do a bunch of wax. So we're going to use our wax applicator. That it's a little bit dirty, but it was perfectly clean yesterday. But yesterday we used a black, whatever you want to call it, surface. And it kind of rubbed onto my applicator. But we're good. Now the wax is going to brighten up the paint. It's also going to protect the paint from being pulled up by our sticky transfer, okay? So that's why we wax. Wax every time you paint, okay? Every time. If you're going to lay a transfer down, you want to wax. Now, you can wax wood even if you don't paint, even if it's just stained or wood color, because the other thing the wax can do is make your surface a little more forgivable so that if you do have any bleeding or anything like that, it's a little easier to clean up, okay? So that's another tip. Another time you want to wax is if you're going to layer paste. So that's what we're doing too. But if you want to chalk something, a design, and then chalk something over it, you want to add a layer of wax too. Okay, just make sure everything's really dry. I feel like I have a little too much wax on here. All right, so I'm going to take my paper towel and just kind of buff it a little more, because I feel like it's very sticky here. Okay, that should be good. It should be good. Here we go. So this is the transfer we're going to use, guys. Okay, lake life, because beaches be salty. Deck stocks and flip-flops. Take me to the water, and life is better at the lake. This, being from Michigan, this was my favorite transfer that came out. I have lots of ideas for it. But like I said, it went out of stock in, I don't know, before my stuff delivered. That's all I know. So it's a size C. You get 4 different designs, okay? And we're going to do Take Me to the Water is what we're going to do on this one. Take me to the water. The other thing I want to do is put this on a shirt for Joe's girlfriend, because she loves the water, you guys. The ocean, the lake, the street, it doesn't matter. Anytime we've been on a trip, we got to get her to the water. Isn't it going to be perfect? Thank you, Barbara. So I thought, oh, I got to get her a shirt, but I don't have her size yet. So I got to go get one, and then I'm making her this. It's going to be cool. Okay, what did I do with my, here it is. So these are reusable silkscreen transfers, okay? You can use these over and over and over again. You just need to take care of them. And you want to make sure that you add lint. You want to make sure that you clean them and you put them back on their backer sheet. This one's very sticky, so I am going to fuzz it about 4 or 5 times. And this is just making it a little less sticky, okay? And it's going to help me not pull up my paste. Even though I waxed it, and that'll be fine. We're going to do some extra protection there. Okay. Here we go. Now, I was originally thinking black. But now I don't know. Oh, this is what I'm going to do, is I'm going to line it up like this. But what color should I do, you guys? I'm just thinking black, but I really wish I would have planned this a little better, because it would have been really cute if this wasn't on the green. But it's fine. It's going to be like this. This is how we're doing it. There's only a little tiny bit that's going to be up here. So I'm getting my air bubbles out. And I'm really just, we're not going to do these little waves. At least I don't think we are. And what's working out is this yellow line is right in between the 2 sets of. So I was just going to do black. Oh, good. You ate pretty quick. Thanks for sprinkling, Cheryl. How was dinner? Nobody. Should I do gray or black? So I put black in the cart link, guys. I put these 3 colors, and then you can pick your free one, right? But should I do gray? What do you guys think? Black? Yeah, I guess black. I'm just disappointed that it's on the green there. It's fine. We'll do black. Kathy thinks my original instinct was good. All right, so we'll go with black. Black, black. I would say the color of water, but it may clash. Yes, it definitely would clash. I kind of was thinking gray, but now I'm just going to go with black, you guys. We'll just do it. All right, so this is chalk paste. That's what I've been using. So we're going to just rub it in all the way across. Like I said, my top of my T and my K, both T's and my K are in the green, or the tide. The rest is just going to be on the white. Maybe it won't matter. Maybe it won't matter. All right, let's see how it turns out, you guys. It's a mystery. We're going to clean up all our excess. Okay, you're going to put all this back in the jar. And then you're going to want to peel this slowly for a couple of reasons. A, if you miss something, like I just did, you can lay it back down. And also, I don't want to just rip it off because then it'll pull my paste up too if I go too fast. Oh, you know what? That looks very good. I like it. I'm very happy. Yay! Okay, it turned out. I was very nervous. My husband always says, go with your first instinct. Shh, he's usually right. You know what? He is usually right. I tell him he is usually right. This was good. All right. So guys, you just take that to your sink and you're going to clean it in your sink with water and a board eraser, okay? Let me show you how this turned out. How cute. All right, let's put all this away. Get all this out of here. And we will hold it up. Look at that. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Let's do like this. You like that? So cute. I think it's adorable. Right? Look at how that turned out. So even though the T and the K's are in the green, cute. I got lucky with the line in the middle. Thanks, guys. So I'm going to put a little hanger on the back. I'm not sure with what. I mean, I have plenty of things. Oh, whatever I do have it is I have... Oh, I thought it was in there. What did I do with it? Somewhere I have a whole bunch of... Well, I'll just get this. All right, well, I have some white rope somewhere, but we'll just use this. We'll just use a little bit of this. Thanks, Juanita. Thanks, Florine. Thanks, guys. All right, so because it's kind of bowed, we can, let's make sure we know where the top is. Probably I'll just do like this, like a little bit. That's what we're gonna do. And I even have, where is it? Oh. Do I know where anything is in here today, you guys? I do have, like super glue somewhere. Here it is. That's not the open one. That's not the open one. Where is the open one? Well, we'll use this one, I guess. I don't know where my open one is. Okay, we're gonna do this. Let's see. Let's get this open. Remember last time I got it on my fingers? And that was not pleasant. So I think I'm just going to do a little bit here and a little bit here, and then put this back on and definitely not get it on my fingers, because that was unpleasant last time. Oh, you know what? I bet it was over here, the open one. Hi, Marcia Kitchen. How are you? How are you, my dear? Let's see if I can get a little bit of hot glue on here. So guys, if you're thinking about joining my club or joining my team, you can comment surf or any of the keywords on any of my videos. I would love to have you. I'm just waiting for my glue gun. It should be almost ready. Yeah. It is hot, but it's not coming out yet. I was just thinking about you getting the super glue on your fingers. See, look at, I learned. I love having you, Marcia. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. So I'm just adding a mixture of hot glue and the Dollar Tree super glue. And I'm just going to give it a little bit of slack. I don't really want it sticking up. Okay. Not too much anyway, just a little bit. And look at me. Here, oh, I have my fingers on here and I'm pressing with my thumbs. That's going to help. Okay, guys. So we have our little hanger on the back. And that's going to allow you to just hang it on the wall. How cute. All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. If you, like I said, if you want information about joining club or team, or if you ever have any questions, just send me a message in Messenger. Or you can just comment the keyword on any video and I'll be there, okay? All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.